I plan to discuss something. There is one topic left. You can see your SOS even.
Sir, we will do jihad.
Yes, we will do this
Yes, sir.
reading and discussion about jihad. And inshallah, in the practical life, we will also do jihad.
Okay, sir.
Okay. It's nice to hear Bajwa today. You know, in the last lesson, I was asking him again and again. He was not responding. So, Bajwa, what do you know about Mina? Read from your book. Tell something. Do you have the book, Hassan Bajwa?
Yes, sir.
Read from the book, but read slowly.
Okay, sir. Mina. Pilgrims stay here on 8th of Zilhaj and offer Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and Fajr prayers. Three stone pillars known as Jamrat are situated here. Pilgrims repeatedly visit this place for different rituals of Hajj.
What is
Mina,
rituals? What is rituals?
the acts of Hajj. Like,
Okay, activities, you may say. Ye read from.
Mina is an open ground 3 miles to the east of Makkah. Pilgrims come here on the 8th of Zilhaj before the time of Zohar prayer. It is desirable, mustahab, to offer the Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha prayers on the 8th Zilhaj. Pilgrims spend the whole night between the 8th and the 9th Zilhaj reciting Talbiyah, Istighfar, and Durood, offering prayers and supplications to Allah in Mina. After offering Fajr prayer of the 9th Zilhaj in Mina, they move towards Arafah. There are three stone pillars in this ground that are called Jamrat. During the last day of Hajj, the 10th Zilhaj, and three Tashriq days, pilgrims are required to cast stones at these Jamrat. Moreover, the ritual of Halq and Qasr is also performed in Mina, and thousands of animals are also sacrificed on this ground to commemorate the great sacrifice of the Hazrat of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam.
Thank you for reading. Is there any difficulty in this paragraph, in this page? Is there anything difficult or everything is clear? Hassan Bajwa.
Yes, sir.
Everything is clear.
What is Halk and Kasar?
Sir, can I tell?
Ji Noor Muhammad Khan.
Sir, for the male pilgrims after, so they have to shave the whole head or a quarter of the head, and the females they have to cut an inch of the lock of their hair.
This is Halk and Kasar.
Yes, sir.
No. Listen, beta. You are, to some extent, you are right. So, Halk mean shaving the head. And Kasar mean trimming the hair. So, male members, they can have a head shaven or they can have a haircut. That is known as, yani head shaving is called halak and kasar is trimming. And as for the ladies are concerned, they have to have a lock of hair cut by somebody, who is mahram. Now you should know that once you are in ihram, you cannot clip the nail or you cannot cut the hair. So who will do this? Somebody who is not in the state of ihram, and somebody who is not doing hajj, yani a professional. So male members, they will get the head shaven or a trimming of the hair by that professional, or by anybody who is not doing Hajj. And then this male member will do the cutting of the hair that an inch or so if any lady is with him. You know, there is a concept of mahram in Islam. What is that mahram, Noor Muhammad Khan?
सर somebody सर जैसे वो आपसे पर्दा नहीं करते हो and you cannot marry them.
Anyway, so so in case of a male, his mother or his sister or his daughter or his wife, they are the mahram. So this male can cut the hair of these ladies, and but this male must have the halq or kasar by somebody who was not doing Hajj or Umrah. Because if he himself would cut or trim his own hair in being in the state of Ihram, which is a forbidden act in state of Ihram, so he will be required to pay the penalty. What will be the penalty in this case? Slaughtering a sheep or a goat. So that's what we know about this halq and kasar. Ji, read further, beta. Bajwa. Hasan Bajwa. Where are you, Hasan Bajwa? Muhammad Kundi, can you hear me? Muhammad Daniel, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Muhammad Daniel, read for us about this topic, Muzdalfa. What is that?
Sir, I do not have the book on me.
Abdurrahman, you have just joined, huh? Exactly 10 minutes after the lesson. Muhammad Ashar Nadeem, do you have the book? Read for us.
Okay, sir. Muzdalfa. Muzdalfa is declared as the sacred monument in the Holy Quran. It is compulsory wajib for pilgrims to stay in the plain of Muzdalfa at the night of 9 Zilhajj. Pilgrims are required to keep praying and remembering Allah here as much as it is possible. Muzdalfa is a plain between Mina and Arafat, some 6 miles from Makkah and 3 miles from Mina. There is a minaret in it which is referred to in the Holy Quran. This is called Mashar al-Haram. Muzdalfa is the place where the pilgrims have to spend the night on their return from Arafat. This is compulsory, wajib. Pilgrims offer Maghrib and Isha prayers combined at one time, which is compulsory, wajib. Pilgrims spend the whole night at Muzdalfa in prayers, in remembrance of Allah, Darood, and in istighfar. Pebbles for throwing at the devil are also picked up from here. Pilgrims offer Fajr in the morning of the 10th of Dhul Hajj at this place. They are commanded to glorify Allah for a while after Fajr prayer near the mountains of Mashar al-Haram.
Okay, so this Muzdalfa is a plain, and it is in between plain of Arafat and Mina, and the pilgrims, the Haji people, they are required to stay here whole of the night of the 9th of Zilhijjah after coming from plain of Arafat to this plain of Muzdalfa. So during that stay, they are required to seek the forgiveness of Allah. They have to keep themselves busy in the remembrance of Allah. They have to keep themselves in the recitation of the Holy Quran. And from this plane, they are required to, and it is must, to collect the pebbles minimum 49 and maximum 71. So they have to collect these small stones from this ground, and the following morning, that is the 10th of Zilhijjah. So on the 10th of Zilhijjah, they will leave this plain after offering the Fajr prayer. Then they have to reach in Mina, where they have to cast the pebbles on only one of the Jamarat. So this Muzdalfa night is to be spent in the open. So the last thing is Miqat. Zain Irfan want to read. Zain Irfan, what is this Miqat? Read for us.
Miqat.
Hmm.
The outermost sacred circle of pilgrims to Holy Kaaba is known as Miqat, are 4 in number. It is compulsory to cross Miqat in Ihram. Miqat is the place where pilgrims enter into the state of Ihram. It is forbidden to go any further from this place without entering the state of Ihram. There are several places to enter into the state of Ihram. There are that are marked as miqats depending upon the route taken towards Makkah.
So how many Miqat stations are there?
Sir, 4.
4. Can you tell me the name of one of them? Have you done Umrah? Have you done Umrah? Boys, those who have done Umrah, raise hand. MashaAllah, good, great, everybody. So, tell me the name of one Miqat. Ji? Now, how you have done Umrah when you do not know the Miqat?
Sir, Taif?
So, when you go from Riyadh to Makkah, you have to cross from Taif, and there is a big masjid, and that particular big masjid is Miqat. The name of that point is Karn al Manazil. What is the name? Karn al Manazil. Karnal Manazil. And okay, put on your hands.
Okay, sir.
I have another question. Hands down, beta. Daniel, hand down, please. So, those who did Umrah but they traveled from Medina to Makkah, raise hand. Those who traveled from Medina to Makkah for Umrah or Hajj, they should raise their hands. Okay, now let me know, when you traveled from Medina to Makkah, at what point you changed your dress into ihram? Or what is the miqat from that direction? No idea? Nur Muhammad? Ahmad Nawaz? Zain Ahmad? No, I think halfway. No. But if you are traveling from Medina, so only 9 kilometers out of Medina toward Makkah, there is a big masjid. And that place is known as Zul Halaifa. That is called what? Zul Halaifa. So from Makkah to Medina, from Medina to Makkah, Miqat is Zul Halaifa. That is just 9 kilometers out of Medina on the way to Makkah. And what is the Miqat from Riyadh to Makkah?
Taif.
No, the name of that particular point I told you.
Sir, Colonel Manazil.
Yes, Colonel Manazil. Good. Anyway, now we have done all whatever we are required to know about Hajj. Now I will ask you the questions. If you know the answer, you can answer it without waiting for the name to be called. Clear? Okay. First of all, beta, I tell you, rather you tell me, according to the Islamic counting or Islamic, I mean, of course, Islamic count. At what time of the day next date is changed? At what stage of the day the date is changed according to lunar calendar?
Sir, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sir, at Maghrib time.
At Maghrib
Maghrib
time.
time.
Who said Maghrib time?
Abdullah Subhan.
Abdullah Subhan Shahbaz. Good. So by according to Islamic calendar, according to lunar calendar, the date, the change of date takes place at the time of Maghrib. So for example, the first Ramzan will start at the time of Maghrib. Okay, and the first Ramzan will end on the next Maghrib. So at the time of next Maghrib, it will be the second of Ramzan. So in this way, you have to count the days when you are doing Hajj. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir, clear.
Can anyone tell me the names of two types of Hajj?
Sir, Hajj Badal and Hajj Kiram.
Hajj Ifrad and Hajj Kiran.
Okay. Hajj Badal, Hajj Kiran, Hajj Ifrad. On what date Muslims stay in plain of Arafat? On what date of Hajj? What date of Dhul Hijjah?
Sir, 9th Zilhijjah.
9 Dhul Hijjah. 9 Dhul Hijjah. They have to stay in plain of Arafat. 9 Dhul Hijjah. What is Mataf? What is Mataf? Anybody?
Sir, I've seen red signs in Makkah.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Sir, there are signs in Masjid Haram when we go inside, like Mataf this way to left, etc.
No. You see that place where you do tawaf, that place is known as Mataf. So the signboard, they tell you that this way you have to go to do tawaf. The signs are not Mataf. Signs, they are leading you toward
Yes, sir.
Mataf.
I'm saying that
Mataf
I
is,
heard the name.
huh? Jinur Muhammad.
Sir, I'm saying that I've heard Mataf, so that's why I was saying about the signs.
Good. So now I'm telling you that place where you walk for tawaf, that place is known as Mataf. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Huzaifa Ahmed? Do you hear me, Huzaifa Ahmed? Okay, he is not answering. Can anybody tell me the names of different types of tawaf?
Sir, Tawaf al-Qudum, Tawaf al-Ziyara, and Tawaf al-Bida. And Tawaf
And
al-Nafl.
there are two more.
Tawaf al-Nafl.
And Tawaf-e-Umrah. And Tawaf-e-Umrah.
Yes.
From which point you have to start your tawaf?
Sir, from a black stone.
From Blackstone. Okay. What are you required to do when you come in front of this Blackstone during your tawaf?
Sir, if we are near, we can kiss it, and if we are far, we can raise our hands and say Allahu Akbar.
Okay. What is Hatim? What is Hatim? Hatim. Can anybody tell me what is Hatim?
Sir, it's a part which is like, it is open because they don't have the money to construct it. They say like it's the part of Kaaba.
Who say that? Who are saying that they don't have money?
Sir, like the Saudi government, sir, they can.
No. You know, I told you that was the background when in the times of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when the Makkans they reconstructed, at that time they were not having sufficient money, not the Saudi government. Or Muhammad, do not mix up the things.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that place which is outside the Kaaba, and this place is marked by a semicircle wall. You might have seen that. Okay, what do you know by this word station of Ibrahim?
Sir, when Hazrat Ibrahim Islam was putting the black stones, so sir, there are marks of his feet, so it's inside a golden thing.
What Ibrahim was doing?
Sir, putting the black stone inside Kaaba.
No.
Sir, while he was building the Kaaba, sir, and that stone's also from Jannah. Allah.
Yeah, and he was when he was constructing Kaaba, not putting black stones inside Kaaba. When he was constructing Kaaba, so he was standing on that stone, and there are his footmarks on that stone, which is in that golden cage beside Holy Kaaba. That particular place is known as Station of Ibrahim or Maqam-e Ibrahim. What is Sa'i?
Sir, it's when we run between Safa and Marwa
Marwa.
7 times.
How many times?
7.
7 times.
7 times. And on what date the Haji people they are required to sacrifice the animal? What date of Hajj?
It's the 10th of Zilhaj.
10th of Zilhaj. And on what date they are required to do Tawaf Ziyara?
Sir, also on 10th.
And on what date they are required to stay in plain of Arafat?
Yes, sir, 8th. No, 9th.
9th. What is the name of that mountain which is called Mashar-e Haram in the plain of Arafat?
So
What is the name of that mountain?
Jabal Rahmat.
Jabal Rahmat. Good shabash. And what is this Jamarat?
The obligatory pact of pelting stone at an erected pillars in Mina during Hajj.
No, that is Rami. You know, casting the stones or throwing the stones on these days, that activity is known as Rami. But my question is, what is Jamarat?
So there are 3 pillars.
So these 3 pillars are called Jamarat.
Yes.
3 pillars are called Jamarat. Okay, on 10th of Zilhijjah, on which Jamarat the Hajis are required to throw these stones?
Sir, all three.
Not at all. On
Sir, 10th
uh,
of Zilhijjah, and
yes.
then on 11, 12, 13.
No, I am asking on 10th of Zilhijjah,
Yes.
on which Jamra, how many?
Sir, Jamratul Aqaba, the first one.
Okay. Jamratul Uqba.
Aqaba.
How many? 7.
7.
So on the 10th of Zilhijjah, only on one Jamara, 7 pebbles by everybody. What is the difference between Hajj Ifrad and Hajj Tamattu?
Sir, Hajj Ifrad is like when we do only Hajj and we don't do Umrah.
Good.
Sir,
And
in Hajj Tamattu, we do both Umrah and Hajj, but we don't. We take our ihram after Umrah and then put on ihram for Hajj.
Can you tell me in your own words, Zain Irfan, what you were telling? Say it again what you said. Zain Ahmad Irfan, tell it again. Muhammad Ashar Nadeem, can you tell what is the difference between Hajj Tamattu and Hajj Kiran?
Yes, sir. For Hajj Kiran, we put on ihram and we don't take it off, and we perform both Umrah and Hajj. And for Tamattum, we perform Umrah, we remove the ihram, and then we put it again with the intention of Hajj.
Good, Shabash. What if somebody happened to cover the head, male members, during the Umrah or Hajj? How they can restore the validity of it?
Sir, by sacrificing a goat or a sheep.
Okay. Can you tell me 4 restrictions of Ihram? And when you are in Ihram, what 4 things you cannot do?
Sir, cutting the hairs, cutting the nails, cutting the hairs.
भाई hairs नहीं होता. Hair की plural भी hair होता है भाई. Isn't that? Ashar Nadeem?
Yes, sir.
What is the plural of hair?
Sir, it's hair.
Okay. So we hairs नहीं बोलना. And what is the plural of sheep?
Sir, it's sheep.
Good. What is the difference between Hajj and Umrah, Sayyid Mushar?
Sir, I know one difference.
No, Sayyid Mushar is going to tell.
Sir, Hajj is done on specific days while Umrah is done like throughout the year. That's one difference. And Sir, Hajj, we do it in the we do it in the memory of uh, uh,
Keep on thinking. Where is Abdur Rafi today? He is not saying anything. Abdur Rafi? Abdur
yes,
Rafi.
sir.
What is the difference between Hajj and Umrah?
Sir, we can perform Umrah at any time, but we cannot perform Hajj at any time.
Okay, what else?
Sir, in Umrah we only have to do Sa'i and Tawaf, but in Hajj we have to do many things.
Okay, what is the warning for those who are physically fit, mentally fit, they got the money, but yet they do not do Hajj? What is the ruling for them? What is the warning for them?
Sir, Jahannam.
For God's sake. Nur Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
What did the Prophet said? What did he say about those who do not do Umrah or who do not perform?
Said the death of him and the death of a Jew or Christian are the same.
Okay, those who can do but yet they do not do, their death is just like the death of a Jew or a Christian. Better contain yourself only to those things which are known to us through Hadith or Quran. Do not say something at your own, like this, as said by somebody. When this Tawaf Qudum is performed?
Sir, when we enter the Masjid Haram, like when we enter the Makkah first time, it's optional.
And when do we do this Tawaf Wida?
Tawaf al-Wida when we are leaving.
When we are leaving, okay. Which days of Zul Hijjah are called Ayyamut Tashriq?
Yes, sir, 11, 12, and 13.
The 11th, 12th, and 13th of Zul Hijjah, they are called Ayyam Tashriq. So, how many stones are to be collected from which plane?
Sir, 49.
49.
From which plane?
Minimum 49, maximum 71.
Achha, can anyone tell me why 49 or why 71? What is this?
Sir, if the days get longer, so you have more pebbles.
Huh? Zain Irfan, what did you say? Zain Irfan?
Sir, because there
Zain
are three.
Irfan. Zain Irfan, please say what you said. If the day is longer. Nur Muhammad, what you are telling?
Sir, there are 3, so 7 for each one, and if we are to stay for 11, 12th, and 13th, and for some reason we cannot go home for one day, like we have to go on 12th, but for some reason we missed, like we have to go before Maghrib. So, sir, we should stay there for 13th, so in case of.
Yani in case you have to stay on 13th, actually Hajj will be done by the evening of 12th of Zul Hijjah. But if you stay on for another day due to any reason, then you have to cast 7 each pebble for that day. Okay. It doesn't make any difference if the day is shorter or the longer one.
Sir.
Ji beta.
So what if we pick up 48 stones like instead of 49?
Sorry.
So what if we pick up 48 stones instead of 49?
Actually, okay, the ruling is then you have to go again to that plane and pick up from that plane. So to avoid this hassle, you have to be very careful and calculated.
Sir, why do we have to pick from Arafat? Why?
No, not from Arafat, from plane of Muzdalifah.
Why not any other place? Sir?
Okay, why we stay in plane of Muzdalifah? Why do not stay in plane of Arafat at the night? Who said this? Nur Muhammad, my point is who told us to do these things?
Allah.
Have you seen Allah?
No, sir, Prophet.
Prophet Muhammad. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told us to pick these stones from that plain. I think this is sufficient for us to know. Hana Nur Muhammad. Nur Muhammad.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much, beta. See you again, inshallah. And I have already sent you a question about Hajj. And
Sir, I submitted.
good, mashallah. And in the next lesson, we have one more topic to do. And after that, we will start the revision, inshallah. Until then, Allah Hafiz.